Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Shopify series. Now I was going to do my next video on how to build a Shopify store and all that good stuff, but it is raining where I am. It's very stormy and it's going to be a long video, so there's no point because you'll hear thunder and rain and stuff like that, and it's a bit hard to record in a storm. So what I'll do in this video to keep the flow going of the Shopify stuff is I'll answer some of your questions and I'll show you a cool trick that you can find products on other websites that are popular to sell. So we'll start with that first, since I've already got it loaded up. This link here I will put in the description. You will need this link and simply paste it into your browser, and what that does is it brings up all the most popular Shopify stores in the world. Okay, so we'll start from the first page and I'll show you a little trick here that has also helped me find some good products. I didn't mention it in the last video because I just wanted to keep it simple for you guys. I don't want to really complicate things, but we'll go ahead and give it a go here. Just want to load up some stores. So what have we got here? Don't really want to. You want to look at ones that you think people sell on Facebook. So cosmetics here. So for instance, let's just copy this website into our web browser, and then there's another little code you can use. This one here, collections best selling. I'll leave that in the description as well. You just paste it on the end with the / there, and it shows up their best selling products. How cool is that? See, they've sold out of most of these, but it brings up their best selling products. So you can either resell the stuff or do what you will with it, really. We'll have a look at a few more and I'll just show you another example here. I'm trying to kind of look for niche specific names. So cheap undies would be niche specific, I guess. Yep. So if we do the same thing here, we copy this and we get the other code. We'll load up for us, but while that's loading, I will find another one. Casemate dog. Maybe we'll just copy this link here. So there's their top products. And we'll go to this one. Same thing. So you get the idea of how this works. Very easy to do. You can find some popular products to resell if you like. So these are their top sellers. And yeah, we'll try one more for good luck, just to show you how easy it is to find these top products of these sites. Oh, I went to a forum there. And it's loaded, and that's their top sellers. And that's it. So that's it for that little trick. There's the address. I'll leave it in the description, and you can just go through, and these are top Shopify sites in the world, and you can simply find their best selling products. Now we're going to answer some questions from the last video, just to kind of go over things while I'm waiting for the storm to stop so I can do the making a store video. So from the last one, we had some questions about, where was it? I'm just going to scroll through. I haven't really read some of these. Okay, so this guy said, can you show us the right steps for creating Facebook ads? I will do that. That'll probably be my fourth video, and I'll go through all that. Can we drop ship from eBay or Amazon? Now, I haven't actually had any experience doing that, so I don't really want to get into detail with that because I don't want to give anyone any wrong information. So yeah, you can probably do that to cut down costs and all that, but then your products are probably going to be more expensive because they have imported them probably from AliExpress and stuff as well. But yeah, you can try that. I guess I haven't though, so I wouldn't know where to start with that. To picking out a couple top selling items, how do you select which product we should advertise to the target audience on Facebook? So I would pick like maybe 2 or 3 items, products, and I would sell them with different ad sets per product. And then I would do, so let's just say I picked 3 products, then I would do 3 ad sets at $30 each for testing. And I'll go probably broad. Then if I wanted to, I could double that up and do another 3 at $30. But it really depends on your budget, right? If you don't have much money, you want to pick one product and you want to do different variations of that advert. So you might do different ages, and like just say you find a product, the goth one, and you'll pick that, just do 5 different adverts but different locations, different ages and stuff, and just try to stick to that specific product if you don't have much money. Because once you start testing adverts on multiple products, you start to chew through your money really fast and you can't keep track of things. And trust me, I've been there. It's not a pretty sight. So just concentrate on one thing. But people will buy other products from your website if you have them. If they go to your website, because they might see it or something. So you definitely want to put some other products on your website as well. Hope that kind of explained that question for you. But I will also go through this in the Facebook video when I do it. What's your recommended starting budget for a newbie getting into it? So it really depends. I mean, the more you have, the better. The longer you can test, the more testing you can do. But I would say you're probably going to need at least, to do it properly, $300 or $400. That gives you a good amount of money safely to at least fail maybe once on the first product, because you're not always going to get your product straight off the bat, right? You're going to have a few failed products, maybe 1, maybe 2. But when you find the winning product, then you're going to make all your money back and plus more. So, I mean, some people are lucky, they get their first product and it goes off straight away and they don't really lose any money. But be prepared to lose at least $200-$300. It's always a gamble when you're doing online stuff. It's just like anything else. You've got to be prepared to take the risk. So I started with about 200. Then I got my first sale, I think. And then I went from there and I kind of got the hang of it after that. So definitely at least $200, I think, to really get into it. Now let's just have a look at a few here. So for a starter, how many products should I need to create a store? I usually do 6 on all my sites, and I only advertise 1 or 2. And then my stores aren't very flash. I'll show you probably an example of one in the next video, with hopefully not exposed. I don't want to show my niche, but I'll see if I can show you the next video. But you don't need many to start with, because you don't want to put all the effort into adding all these products to your store and then the product doesn't sell, and all different variations of the product. You want to just test the products first. So 6 is what I'd put on my site first, and I advertise 1 or 2. I just put a 6 on to fill it up and then give people different options if they want to buy a different product or a different variation of the product. Can I talk about setting up payment gateways? Yeah, that's a problem for a lot of people because they can't do the actual Shopify payment gateway. And I can't. I have to use PayPal, and it is actually a problem because a lot of people, I've noticed, don't want to do that. They would rather just go onto the website, enter their credit card information, and that's it, right? Even I want to do that sometimes. And I find that if someone has to go through and click and upload a PayPal box and do it through there, you do lose sales. I don't know how much. I haven't really calculated out how much I would lose. I probably can't really determine that statistic, but you do lose sales if people have to jump through hoops and go through PayPal and stuff. I have noticed that. So, but to answer that question, for international residents, your only real option is just to hook up the PayPal part. That's really the only option until they figure out or let us do it another way. That's really the only way to do it. Okay, so this is kind of the same as the above question. After you pick your niche, how many products do you add to your store, and how much do you spend to test each product? So I add 6, but to test each product, it really depends. We'll just go off how much do I spend on each advert. Probably makes more sense. It's about $25 to $30. I go for about 4 or 5 days, so for about $5 a day, $5 US, so that's about $7 in my currency. But yeah, I spend, so instead of testing a product, it's more like how much do you spend per advert that you're using to test. So let's just say I have one product and I have 3 adverts, $30 per advert, then that means I would be spending $90 per product for that test. Those 3 adverts would be different variations, so different age, maybe different country. But I will get into all that. Facebook advertising can be a little confusing, and there's different ways of going about it, so I will cover that in the 4th video. Now, these are more general questions that I get through my email. I'm just going to cover them so in case some of you don't know about it. So, taxes and starting a business online. So, in my country, you can start a business, or you can make money for about a year, and then you have to kind of get into the business thing. So then you have to start a business and stuff like that. But you can earn money in my country. I don't know about the other countries. I'm not an accountant here, but I can earn money, and then I'd earn it as an individual. But then if I wanted to do it properly, I would then have to go to an accountant and start a company, and then they would take that money and put it through the company. Or I could be a sole trader and do it that way. But when you start the Shopify stuff, you don't have to have a business straight away. I don't know about your country, but what I'm saying is in my country, you don't have to. You can start earning money online and sort out the tax stuff later with my accountant. But you have to make sure that you cross all that stuff with your country. So maybe it's best to go see an accountant first. It's really up to you. But yeah, you will have to start paying taxes and all that stuff if your Shopify takes off. And you should be doing it anyway, even for little bits of money that you earn. But in my country, I don't have to do that straight away if I'm starting a fresh business. And that covers that. So late shipping is the big one. A lot of products have late shipping times, so 15 days, 7 days, stuff like that. To get around that problem, there's really no way to do that. You just have to write something. So on all my products, I'll show you in my next video on making a store. All my products, I will do underneath it, I will say shipping takes 7 to 15 days. That's all I put. I don't explain why. I do actually have a shipping page that will explain why, but most people don't ever go to that. But yeah, it gives you, you need to kind of tell them, okay? Otherwise you're going to start getting complaints and people wanting refunds and all that. But so you have to put somewhere that shipping could take up to 15 days. Roughly about 15 days. You could even go lower, maybe 9, 10 days. But that's what I do. So you need to put that somewhere on your website where people can see it. The next one is chargebacks and refunds. This is also a massive question. What happens if someone wants a refund? Now, I understand that a lot of people doing this don't want to give money back because you've earned it, right? But sometimes in business you just have to. That's just the way things work. If someone wants a refund and they're demanding it, and you can't explain to them why their product's late or something like that, and it could ruin your reputation, give them their money back. If you're doing this right, you should be able to make enough money to give back refunds without any questions asked and without it bothering you. Let's just say you make $1,000. You should be happy giving back $100 worth of refunds if you have to. You've still made profit. I mean, you don't want to give back refunds constantly. If you're giving back more refunds than you are earning money, then there's something wrong. You're selling a product that's not good, or your shipping times are just way too late, or your products just aren't turning up for some reason, or you have bad customer service, all sorts of reasons. But if people are trying to get refunds, don't stress too much. Give them back if they really want them, or if you get chargebacks and you can't prove something, then simply let it go. Give the money back. It's so much more stress-free if you just do that. Because imagine you start getting hundreds and hundreds of orders a day and you have to deal with all these people, and all these people are stressing you out because they want their money back or their product hasn't arrived, and you're a one-man band trying to do this stuff. But sometimes it's just easier just to click refund and give them their money back. And that's the end of the questions. I will have the other video out as soon as I can. I'm just trying to get this. It's been very stormy where I am the last few days, so it's hard to record with the rain hitting the house and thunder and all that type of stuff. But if you have any more questions, let them down below, and I will probably answer them in the next video as well. At the end of that video, I will answer your guys' questions. And our Shopify trick I showed you before is quite handy, so go through there, have a look. I have actually found a couple good products doing that. The reason I didn't mention it before is because I wanted to keep things simple. I don't want to confuse people with multiple ways of finding niches and all that type of stuff. It's just going to confuse you, but I just needed to get a video out for you guys because you're craving the Shopify stuff, so I thought I would let you guys know on this one. But concentrate on the first video about finding a niche, because that's the best way, just to concentrate on one thing and try not to get too confused and get caught up in multiple ways of doing things. And I'll see you guys in the next video.